Got involved in this recording project through my good friend Carrie Rodriguez, who is obviously the producer, and she's from right here in Austin. Lively and comfortable environment. Was this being a problem for me that the album was in Dutch or Flemish? When is language ever a problem? Unless you're you know, at odds with someone. Was this being a problem for me that the album was in Dutch or Flemish? When is language ever a problem? Unless you're you know, at odds with someone. In recording the music, you know, feeling the message is very clear, because if you have people that are strong, such as you know, the leaders of the session, they're so great in being able to tell a story and have some sort of way to relate possibly their own history or their own story or their own walk inside of it, so that it's believable. And if they have the right let's say attitude, then as professionals and we all can assimilate and connect and make our own attitude just as solid and just as believable and just as real and palpable, so that the feeling comes across. Working with Erik and Sanne was beautiful, because they're very gentle, you know, and very real, very open, and you know, really allowed everyone to do what they did best without knowing anything, so that about us as musicians. And that definitely speaks of their trust and their faith, and not only in Carrie as a producer, but having trust and faith in the process of recording and creating music, and just hoping that everyone will come together and bring their best. And they had the right attitude to allow that to happen, and not everybody can have that. And they were very natural, very calm, and encouraging, even without words. Definitely, you know, been in this music thing for a while, and I'm so, you know, blessed really to be able to have shared the stage with a lot of different types of artists, with, you know, in jazz or in rock or in soul or folk or everything else, and you know, gospel music. And so I mean, anyone from, you know, Sheena Easton, Jody Watley, and to Eric Burden and the Animals, and Robin Ford, and you know, Christian McBride. I mean, I don't know, there's tremendous amounts of people, and also many people that are maybe lesser known, but who were maybe even more important in my life as supporters of me musically, and who believed in me enough to hire me. You know, people like Stephen Bruton, and you know, any number of people in my past. I think one of the most remarkable things that happened in this recording session was we were recording one of the tunes, and during one of the takes there was an emotional feeling, and Sonny ended up crying in the middle of a take, you know, and as we were listening in the control room, I had not noticed that there was an emotional feel and a very energy filled track or take. But then once we got in, for some reason, I'm kind of goosebumps. I'm feeling, my skin kind of get tight when I go in, and we start talking, and we listen to the song, and of course everyone's happy with the take. But the mere fact that there were tears shed, made me feel emotional. And I think that's one of the best gifts about music, and definitely about this particular session, that there was something that was moving in a way that stirred the emotion beyond just mere happiness and happiness over my musicianship, or happiness over the musicianship of the collective. Well, yes, it's a good sounding track. We're great. We have great chemistry, but it was something that actually brought us to a feeling of joy and sensitivity, and that's not typically shared, and it's not typically experienced. So that was great. Hey everybody, I just really hope that you enjoy this. I know a lot of the songs speak of some of the struggles in life, but what better way to walk through those struggles than with the joy of music.